Hey, what's poppin', realest one? So, obviously, these rappers, singers, and artists that we know with all this power, status, and money, the jewelry, the cars, the mansions, all of them have a story just about that they can tell you about how their predicament wasn't always that great at one point in time, right? Some of this documentary, some of them will personally tell you, listen, it was so bad before I blew up that I was broke, bro. I was down and out. It was terrible. Like I had to stay in my damn car that, just to stay out the cold. I had to sleep in an abandoned building with no heat, electricity, no gas, or nothing. Like in order for me to get something to eat, I had to stay with a raw bag of potatoes that they'll tell you. Some stories are worse than others, right? And let's face it, nobody's exempt, man. When you're a human being, you know what I mean? When you got food that need to be put on the table, clothes that need to be put on the back, and a roof that need to be over the head, when those things are in jeopardy, when those things are hanging in the balance, there really ain't too much a human being won't do to make it shake, especially when you got other people depending on you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody exempt to that. But some people will do certain things that'll have other people like, wait a minute, I wouldn't have done that now. You understand? I try not to judge and criticize those type of decisions because it's like I wasn't in their shoes. You know what I mean? I don't know their story. All we know is the decision they made in that moment, but we don't know what led them up to make that decision. But I'm not gonna lie. When I heard this right here, my reaction was kind of like everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? So Finesse two times, he's a Southern rapper, and everybody really knows him for his shenanigans and his antics on social media, IG. He a wild boy. You know what I'm saying? I done tuned into him a few times. People know him to be a wild bull, right? But when he told this story, folks is kind of like, yeah, this even a low for you, right? So he spoke on how his life was, how his predicament was completely different, and he had to do whatever it took, right? His life was it was rough, like he was broke, was what he was saying, right? And he spoke on this one time, this one specific time when he had to watch, didn't have to. I'm not going to use those words. When he chose to watch his baby mom's, his kid's mother, right? Mother of his kids, sleep with another man in front of his face for $200. Yeah, everything y'all thinking or saying right now, same reaction he was getting when he told this story. His reaction to the heat he got was, I'm cut different. Meaning, if I had to go back in time, I would have done it again. Now you can imagine some of the comments he got when he put this out there. Like it literally like kind of like rock social media to the core. Like people could not believe that this man has said this, right? So many different responses. People was like, you could have just got a couple of jobs or, just anything. You could have did anything to make it shake. You understand? But I wouldn't have never. And this is me saying it. You know what I'm saying? I try not to judge and criticize the decisions that other people make, right? I try my best not to do that, but I'm not going to lie. I would never have done something like that. I would have never felt comfortable as a man watching baby moms get ran through in front of my face. He didn't even go out the door for it to happen. He sat there and watched it for a little funky had $200, man. Because if you did it that time, you got to wonder how many more times did it happen, right? And also, was she down with it 100%? Was she a willing participant? Like, was she forced or was she just, or maybe it was just like a teamwork effort thing and she was the one who took one for the team. Maybe in her head, she was like, listen, we got kids, so I'm going to take one for the team. I don't know. He ain't getting all that. All he said was, I watched my baby moms get ran through for $200. Fellas, could you imagine watching your woman get ran through like that in front of your face for $200? Would the money matter? Because I've seen people, say things like, for a certain amount, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got different answers. Ladies, could you imagine taking one for the family like that? Would it be dependent on the number? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a different perspective on it. When you got to make it shake, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like this There's not, you know, like there's not a certain there's no length a human being won't go to when they got people depending on them. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, food on the table, clothes on the back, roof over the head. You know what I'm saying? Like people will do the worst shit, but with the best intentions. You understand? So I don't know, man. I'll leave y'all opinion on that. Really, what I'm out.